Previously on Strange World.
I take a drug to keep myself alive. I've been taking it for 3 months.
There is no drug.
There was a woman who came to me in the hospital. She injected something into my IV. Since then, every time I've gotten sick, it's been there.
Who are you? Why are you following me?
The people that are supplying Turner are using
I
it.
don't know what you're talking about.
His disease was cured long ago. He's not sick anymore, Sydney.
No. The serum is what's keeping him alive. Without it, his symptoms come back. I've seen
The serum is a lie.
Has your son ever had any pins, surgical clips, or plates in his body?
BP 180 over 120, pulse 120 and 3.
Can't they stop him from shaking like that?
These are the 10 cc's for the nip dry drip. Mrs. Weaver, please. I need to know whether your son has ever had any pins, surgical clips, or plates in his body.
No.
Prostheses?
No.
Pacemaker?
No.
Shrapnel? Anything metallic?
No.
Good. Thank you.
What are you doing?
I want you to wait in the visitor's lounge.
I can't leave Francis. He needs me.
He needs you to let me do my job. Please. Looks like the Permanent stopped the seizures.
Who the hell if I know what caused them, though?
Did you get his records?
Yeah, knock yourself out.
Thanks. Tox screen negative. No metabolic disturbances or history of epilepsy.
No, it's a stroke. I've never seen one present like this.
Me either.
Mr. Weaver, we can't get a clear image if you keep moving. Mr. Weaver? Can you hear me? Mr. Weaver? Mr. Weaver? I don't know what's wrong with him. He doesn't seem to be responding.
There's something in his head. It's moving. Get him out of there. Mr. Weaver, can you hear us? Oh, my God.
Hello?
Sorry if I'm waking you. It's Major Reese.
Hope you don't expect me to call you Major.
I prefer it. I'm looking looking at a search request from a neurologist at Memorial.
He admitted a patient last night who had some kind of neurosurgery, but there was no mention of the procedure in his medical history.
Lost records aren't in my job description.
The procedure involved an unidentified brain implant.
Unidentified?
Yeah, that's what it says here.
Well, what's the patient say?
Not much. He's dead. Thought you might want to look into it, see if the police need to get involved.
You email me what you've got?
I already have.
Tell me what you come up with.
Is that Reese on the phone? You know, I still don't understand how you can work with someone who betrayed you. She went out of her way to testify against you.
Don't change the subject. I thought we were both clear on this.
What's clear is that you're being kept alive by a drug that doesn't exist, that you say can't be analyzed.
I'll run the tests.
But what if you're wrong? Why not let me try? Paul, you can't do this alone. You need help.
Maybe, but I'm not going to risk your life by involving you in something I don't even understand.
I'm involved. I've been involved since you were dying, and all I could do was stand there and watch.
You're not my doctor anymore.
No. But I will be again if that stops coming. Paul, the woman that's giving this to you, she's controlling you. And she's controlling me. Until we know what that is, how can we have anything even resembling a normal life?
I have never seen anything like it. And neither has anyone on my staff.
Read about subdural implants being used to measure brainwave activity among epilepsy patients.
Except that Weaver didn't have any history of epilepsy, or any other neurological disorders for that matter. Believe me, I've checked. He was in excellent health until the magnetic field from the MRI pulled this out of his head.
According to your report, it tore through his right anterior lobe and brainstem before exiting.
He was brain dead by the time we got him out of there.
Why would a healthy person subject himself to brain surgery? The MRI consent form was signed by Weaver's mother. She didn't know anything about the implant?
That's what she said. She knew nothing.
Don't you think it's odd her not knowing about her own son having a major surgical procedure? Maybe they were estranged.
Far from it. They still live together.
I believe that was her name.
What happened here?
Suicide. Does this give him access?
Yeah, that's fine.
First, you have to acknowledge that there's a problem. Instead of spending money on the next war, maybe you should treat the casualties from the last one.
As persuasive as your passion may be, Dr. Turner, it is not proof that this so-called Gulf War syndrome is anything more than a mass hysteria. We need to see some concrete medical evidence.
I can give you a tour of the VA.
This committee can do without your sarcasm, Dr. Turner.
Well, tell me another way to get your attention.
Considering his public antagonism toward the military, I'll assume you have good reason for allowing Turner back into the fold?
He was right. We were wrong.
That doesn't justify giving him this kind of authority. Special investigators' duties to include working with relevant law enforcement agencies on cases involving criminal abuses of science.
Turner believes that scientific progress is a wildfire, that it's grown past the government's ability to protect the public.
Is that what you believe?
I wouldn't have asked him back unless I thought his concerns had some merit.
Lynn, be careful with this. The second you find Turner keeping you out of the loop, close it on him. He's not worth your future.
The detective out front said that he was her only son, that they were very close.
From what I can tell, she put the mother in smother.
Paul, I came because your message said that you found some new information about the implant?
You're looking at it. Every one of these profiles and reviews says Weaver came onto the music scene just 18 months ago. And since that time, he's played with nearly every major orchestra on the East Coast. Before that, the high point of his career was an honorary mention at some minor competition.
He was a late bloomer. What does that have to do with the implant?
Ruth Weaver recorded every one of his concerts. Again, all within the last 18 months. This was playing when they found her. Chopin. Weaver's encore, recorded the night he died. Something happened when he finished the piece.
Sounds like the seizures started in his hands before they generalized, which isn't uncommon.
No. But this is. Weaver was playing the piece backwards.
Implant made him a Carnegie Hall pianist.
Physiologically, I don't know how it works, but psychologically, it tracks. Francis Weaver practiced piano 6 hours a day, every day since he was a kid. Probably with his mother standing over his shoulder. Maybe he got as good as he was going to get. What if that wasn't good enough?
I don't know. So you really believe he let someone cut into his head?
I think he would have done whatever it took to become a world-class pianist.
Months ago, you were instructed to kill Turner, but you took it upon yourselves to spare his life.
It wasn't my idea.
Someone is keeping Turner alive without inoculant. Turner is the only chance we have to find out who.
And how close are you to finding his source?
We need more time. It's only been 3 months.
Long enough for Turner to have taken a new assignment with the military. You are aware of this.
Turner is a scientist. Nothing he finds will threaten CGO2. Tracing the inoculant is still the priority.
Not anymore. We want the Turner problem solved by morning.
I came here to kill you, Dr. Turner. But I managed to convince the people I work for that keeping you alive is a necessary risk.
Who are you talking about? Why would anyone want me dead?
Your work with the military threatens to expose them.
How did you change their minds?
By telling them the truth. That someone is supplying you with a pharmaceutical that belongs to them. And that without you, they can't identify this Judas.
But you're the one supplying me with the pharmaceutical.
And your life depends on maintaining that secret. Now you begin to understand the dilemma.
How long can you keep them from pointing the finger at you?
As long as I'm the one pointing the finger.
What's that?
Follow the names, Dr. Turner. But also know they'll be watching. Until it's safe, we'll have no further contact.
Doesn't like having his space invaded, so I suggest you keep your distance.
You Daryl Jameson? Your landlady said I could find you here.
Who's looking?
I'm a special investigator with the Army.
Well, I hope you're investigating my disability check, because it's 8 days overdue.
Mine used to come a month late.
Really? You don't sound like a cripple.
I got sick in the Gulf.
Well, lucky you. I never quite made it that far. Shipped over on the USS Dalton. Chlorine tank blew up, caved in the back of my head before I ever got there.
I'm investigating a surgical procedure involving a potentially dangerous implant.
Come again?
One man's already dead.
Smell that? That means that Bob's done with his business here. So am I.
I didn't think you got my message.
I'm sorry it's taken me this long to contact you.
What is CGO2? It was engraved on all the serum files. What is it?
It's some sort of project code or designation. I'm not sure.
And the inoculant is part of it? I need to know if what you said before is true. That it's the inoculant that's making Paul sick.
I've already told you.
Well, you also said you had proof. I want to see it.
Because until you show me otherwise, that serum is the only thing keeping Paul alive.
You'll need help with the science. I did. But once you understand you can bring it to Turner, he'll want to hear what I have to say. You both will.
I'd like to talk to Ronaldo Molina.
Why, is he in some kind of trouble?
I'm not sure.
Ronaldo doesn't live here anymore. Says you're a doctor. You sick or something?
Maybe you can tell me.
You better ask Desmond.
Desmond?
Ronaldo's trainer. He's been staying there since he moved out.
When was that?
Right after the baby. Desmond started training him like some kind of animal. Turning him all mean.
Does Desmond live around here?
Avenue J. They're probably at the gym. They're always at the gym.
That's it, Reno. Stick him. Right over there. Stick.
How long you been training him?
3 months. He was trying to get me to take him on for a couple of years now.
Why'd you finally agree?
Changed. He's a different fighter now.
Different how?
Bad. Used to be, he couldn't finish his combinations. He'd show too much mercy in the ring. But now he's a bull. Put that in your article. The kid's got no mercy.
I'm not writing an article. I'm just here to ask Ronaldo some questions.
Oh, you're not the guy from the paper. All right, Reno, ease up. Hey, Reno, ease up. Hey, Reno, lay off. Hey, Reno, you hear me talking to you? There he goes again. Hey, Reno, you hear me talking to you? Reno, back off. Reno. Hey, cool it, man. Reno, what are you doing, man? Freddy, I'm sorry, man. Don't worry about Freddy. Freddy's fine. Come on, hit the showers. Freddy's okay.
Ronaldo, can I talk to you for a minute?
Not now.
Maybe you can tell me about the scar on the back of your head.
Look, I told you to leave him alone.
That man you just beat up. Did you mean to hurt him like that? Maybe you couldn't control yourself.
I told you, back off.
I just talked to your wife, Ronaldo. I saw your little girl.
Are you deaf?
Whatever they did to you, was it worth losing your family?
All right, that's it. Come on.
What do you know about my family? What do you know? I know you're not going to get him back unless you talk to me.
What the hell is this? All right, you're out of here. You hear what I'm saying?
Ronaldo, you got to talk to me.
Let him go, Desmond. You don't know nothing about you. Let him go!
Not here.
I go into every fight thinking this time it's gonna happen. This time I'm gonna win. Never turned out that way.
Until they found you.
One fight I got beat so bad they put me in the hospital. I'm lying there and this guy comes over to me. My eyes are too swollen to see, but I can hear. Knows everything about me. I mean, not just the fight stuff. He knows about Maria, about us having a baby. He tells me he can't afford another night like tonight. And he tells me, you don't have to lose no more.
By giving you what you didn't have. What Desmond said you needed.
He said it'd be like flipping a switch in my head. He didn't say I couldn't turn it off. He didn't say that I couldn't keep my fight in the ring. He didn't tell me. He didn't say that if I heard my baby girl crying that I would get so angry that I would... that I would shake her just to make her stop. She was just a couple of weeks old. most. I can't do this anymore. I cannot do this.
You doodle.
He kept going on about illegal surgeries, brain implants, and working for a branch of the Army I've never heard of.
Dr. Turner's a civilian employee of USAMRIID, the Army Medical Research Institute of Infectious Diseases. He's conducting an investigation under my supervision.
Well, then maybe you can tell me what he was doing with this list. We found it in his pocket. The boxer's name is on it, as well as the names of 3 other victims that have turned up since yesterday. Except for Weaver, all were decapitated with what appears to be a heavy blade.
Where did Turner get this?
He said somebody gave it to him, but he's not saying who.
You said that there were 4 victims, including Melina.
That's right.
There's a 5th name on this list.
A vet named Jameis. We're holding him in protective custody.
Why? I mean, why would he need protection if you've got Turner locked up? Look, we can play this out one of 2 ways. You can either release him now, or I can get rid of habeas corpus, which means you'll spend a whole day convincing some judge to hold on to a man that we both know is innocent. Truth is, I think we'll both learn a lot more about what's happening here if you let Turner talk to Jameson.
You know what I think? I think you were a subject in an experiment to enhance mental and physical performance, not through the use of drugs or hormones, but through an implant which stimulates neural activity in the brain. One of the other subjects was a second-rate pianist. Another was a boxer who wanted to fight like Tyson. There was a sculptor and a mathematician. What did you want? What was worth letting them cut into your brain?
Getting back what the Army took away. They told me they could make me see. About a year ago, I met a guy in a park. He had a dog, too. After a couple of weeks, we started talking. One day he tells me that he knows a way that I can get back what the Army took away.
But it didn't work. They couldn't restore your sight. They've already killed 4 people to get back their implants. Whoever these people are, they can't get to you in here.
Well, then you don't know what they can do.
Well, I know that you're an accessory to murder if you don't start telling me everything that you do know.
Oh, we're doing all right here, Detective.
If he has any information about those homicides, I want to know now. I don't care if he's blind, deaf, and dumb.
I'm getting an ambulance. Make sure they're packing anti-seizures. Please have Dr. May meet us. Hand me your jacket. You're okay. You're okay.
Jameson's implant is lodged in the occipital lobe, which processes visual information. So if the implants are doing what you say they're doing, it might explain the seizures.
Can Jameson talk yet?
Yes, but don't push him.
I just want to pick up where we left off.
Thank you. Something's bothering me, Paul.
Me too. Why is Jameson the only one who's still alive? Why was he chosen in the first place? All the other victims had some special talent or ability, not disability.
That's not what I'm talking about. Where'd you get the list? Or were you hoping I wouldn't ask?
I can't tell you.
Why not? Look, I appreciate an answer. I traded off a lot of good faith to create this position for you. And I was willing to put it on the line because I felt that you were doing important work. But if you're shutting me out because of some grudge that you've been holding on to for 6 years, look, I was just doing my job. I told the committee what I thought was the truth.
Lynn, that's not why I can't tell you.
Who was the last person in the room with him, the nurse?
What happened? Where's Jameson?
Somebody got to him. We had him in a 24-hour watch.
Doesn't fit the pattern. None of the other victims were abducted.
All I know is that Weaver's implant, the one that you're holding, is the only piece of evidence I got. And the sooner I get it in a safe place, the better I'm going to feel. I'm going to escort Turner back to his apartment, secure the hospital's visitor logs, and...
We're missing something on Jameson.
I'll check his service records.
Turner, let's go.
Hello?
Paul, it's me. I just checked Jameson's service records.
You find anything?
It's what I didn't find. I had to get special clearance to get access.
Why?
It was classified top secret, special background, a CIA adjunct file.
CIA?
He resigned 3 years ago, but he was never regular Army. He lied to us. There was no mention of his being blind. I think he faked those seizures.
Did it say what he did for the CIA?
No, but he was special forces. He's been to all the hot spots, Nicaragua, Haiti, East Timor. You were wondering what his special talent was?
He's an assassin.
Mm-hmm. Paul? Paul, are you there? Paul?
I'll keep my blind shut. He's here.
Paul? What's happening there?
Detective?
I'm right where you left me. Can't see my hand in front of my face.
Stay where you are. I'll be right there.
Paul?
Detective Lewis? Detective Lewis?
Paul?
Detective.
Gee. I've been shot.
Hold on. Just hold on. Do you have a gun?
In my shoulder holster.
Drop me the gun.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop! Stop!
Where's the implant? Detective Lewis has less than 20 minutes before he bleeds to death.
You're just gonna kill us both anyhow.
Oh, not you. Just him. And that's only if you don't provide me with the implant. That's all they want.
All right, all right. All right.
Alrighty then.
How does it work? By increasing retinal sensitivity?
Detective Lewis is still bleeding.
I'm going as fast as I can. I dropped it. See anything.
You will need a clip. So sorry.
The patient's name is Lacey. He's a 70-year-old Caucasian male.
Dr. MacMillan, there's a call for you in the doctor's lounge.
Can you take a message for me, please?
She said it was urgent.
Thanks. Dr. MacMillan. Hello?
Mercy Hospital, room 317.
Hello?
I think they should check his cardiac inside.
Can I help you? I'm Dr. MacMillan. He's my patient. I want to see his chart right away, and I'd like to speak with the attending physician.
Major, is this okay?
I don't need permission to treat my own patient.
Dr. MacMillan, I'm Major Reese.
I know who you are. What happened to him?
He suffered head trauma, some minor subdural and subarachnoid hematomas, but I'm less concerned about his injuries than I am about his blood work. His red and his white counts are both depressed, along with his platelet levels.
Yes?
Well, couldn't these levels indicate a reoccurrence of the aplastic anemia?
He's been in remission for 5 months. He's not sick. I monitor his blood levels as a matter of course. If anything changes with his status, I'll let you know.
Sydney.
Hi. You're gonna be okay.
Detective Lewis?
They just moved him out of ICU.
Jameson?
Forensics is certain that they can link him to all 4 homicides.
I need to talk to him. Find out who he's working for.
Jameson was a DOA.
If this can wait until later, it should. I'd like some privacy with my patient, please.
Of course.
No.
I didn't look for it, Paul. She found me. She knew I'd be the only one that could get it to you.
So she can have something else over me.
So that I could save your life. Your symptoms are back.
I don't want you doing this. It's too dangerous.
Well, I'm in it already, Paul. No matter how hard you try to protect me.
Melina and the others. They all wanted to be something else. Something more than they were. All I want is to be who I was.
Next on Sci-Fi. Strange.